Good morning. Good morning.
This is a horrible story,
Just awful.
and we were talking about this yesterday. It's almost like you wanted to say, how much do you want? Okay, we'll write you the check. But there are a lot of issues going on here. It seems like the $27 million, and there is a lot of negligence that went into this. What are your thoughts on this case here?
Yeah, boy, this is one that from the first time that we heard about this, just sit you back in your chair and you try to wonder how a resort such as this could operate like this. In terms of the case and the value of the case, lawsuits are brought and large numbers are placed out there. There's no defense to this, and in terms of how that gets evaluated, will be probably done by a jury someday. But clearly, they went ahead and filed a lawsuit. They put a very substantial number on it, and the defendant in this case is a billion-dollar resort. Is going to sit there, and they're going to take a lot of heat.
Yeah, hey, let me just ask you first. The number itself, they put it. There's a claim for like $27 million. We all know that no amount of money will make this family right ever again. And but how does an attorney come up with selecting a number like $27 million?
Yeah, this Ira Leasefield, he's someone who I know and I've met and we've worked with a little bit. They put a number out there that probably is a number to get everybody's attention. And how do you come up with that number? Yeah, it's nearly impossible to do. There is no replacement of this 11-year-old girl, and that's not what it's about. You've got a situation where the family was in proximity to this and witnessed this. They are part of the claim. You've got this girl who suffered pain and suffering, but also it's a loss of society and companionship for her. Yeah, these things are nearly impossible, and ultimately a jury is going to have a really, really tough time doing it also. So I don't have a great answer for you, but I will say that the more egregious the conduct, and it comes almost as a punishment to the resort, and sends a message to the other facilities, not only in Florida, but nationally. Be careful. Do not, if you have the public trust and you're going to have an event where you're allowing people to come in and you have electricity, you can't hire an unlicensed electrician without permits, without inspection. So, Chuck, I wish I had a better answer for you, but
no, that's actually a good answer, though. There is some aspect where they're trying to get people's attention. I just didn't know if it's like a negotiation where you start high, or if it's just more a public relations aspect. And it seems to me like maybe you're saying it's a little bit of both, perhaps.
Yeah, and there's no question it's not a $27 million resolution. It is an attention getter, and it is something that in Florida, the resolution of these cases are higher than they are in New York for some technical reasons. But we'll see how it plays out. I know that the folks who are working on this are a reputable firm down there. As I said, we've worked with them, and I just can't imagine what the family is going through.
Now, see, what happened here is that the resort had an unlicensed electrician. They did not. The worker did not get a permit. They did not get it inspected afterwards. So they broke the law. And ultimately, it led to the death of this 11-year-old girl. Now, is there also a possibility that we could see some criminal charges here?
No, and I saw where you're going with that as you were asking the question, and it comes up in all of us. You say, geez, shouldn't someone be punished more than just economic damages? But here, you've got a negligent application. You don't have anything that's certainly not intentional, and you don't have anything that rises to the level of a criminal element. It is something that was a negligent act, something that they in hindsight probably are saying, how could we have done this? It was an employee. The employee had done electrical work there before, but failed to get the permit. He wasn't technically a licensed. It's one of those things that the jury's going to look at that and be angry. I'll bet if they went back and looked, lots of the work that was done there was done this way, but it will not rise to the level of a criminal charge.
Paul Harding, our legal analyst, Martin Harding Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010. Paul, thank you so much.